Hi, everybody. This is Adam Elenbaas from Nightlight Astrology. Today is March 21st, 2019, and this is your horoscope of the day. The sun is in Aries, conjoining Chiron in Aries. Here's some things to watch for. When the urge to educate others is mixed with the urge to defeat others, to assert dominance or to be right, a person slowly develops a reputation for being combative rather than wise or strong. Chiron in Aries with the sun may reveal this wound to us. When envy and low self-esteem are mixed together in an assertive and aggressive manner, the need to be right or to be number one strips us of the ability to notice or recognize the strengths of others. Chiron in Aries with the sun can help us to heal this wound by showing us the strength, beauty, and intelligence of others. Chronic outward aggression is a form of self-harm. Even if it's intellectual and rooted in ideas that we're very passionate about, even if we have the right answers where others do not, even if we have more experience, Chiron in Aries with the sun may help us to actually feel the results of our aggression, which will then help us to call into question why we are actually lashing out in all the subtle or gross ways that we are. When we take the credit for things, when we need credit chronically, when we always seek to be on top, to be ahead of the curve, to be unique, to be a standout, to be ahead of others, to have more followers or friends or likes, to write or publish something new, to corner the market on a topic, to perceive others as a threat to our own livelihood or beauty or reputation or intelligence. All of this is ultimately self-harm. It's a form of anxiety and obsession hiding below the surface of the strong, wise man facade. Chiron in Aries with the sun helps the strong man or the strong woman to be weak in order to reconfigure our sense of where true strength resides, which is always in our ability to remain humble. The incessant and constant need to take part in discussions, debates, forums, etc., and to assert our perspective, to argue and contend with others, or to be the authority who has the true or highest knowledge or the most evolved political, historical, or philosophical perspective, is really no different than the desire to gorge ourselves on food that doesn't actually nourish us. Chiron in Aries with the sun reminds us that it's actually more intelligent to focus on real, abiding happiness in the heart. The strength and resolve to make the happiness of the heart a priority isn't for weak individuals. And Chiron in Aries will remind us of this by making us feel weak under the weight of our constant argumentation and strong when we gently refrain. The hero is almost always stumbling bloodied toward the top of some hill, nearly dead upon arrival. We worship this image everywhere. However, we do have other options. In some ways, it's only when we allow ourselves to feel constantly and unnecessarily thwarted or challenged by others, the world, or even divinity itself, that we will ever feel the need to take up some grand heroic mission. Sometimes the most heroic thing we can do is to learn to recognize when we're feeling triggered or challenged and simply lay down our sword as our first response. On the other hand, sometimes people mistake passivity for kindness, fear for humility, and apathy for tolerance. Sometimes we are afraid of conflict, and so we avoid asserting ourselves or our ideas. Chiron in Aries with the sun can help us with this too, by helping us feel strong regardless of what results may come from asserting ourselves in some situation. However, the gospel of the New Age is in many ways the gospel of self-assertion, as though we are all tragic heroes in the making. Perhaps more than anything, Chiron's long sojourn through the sign of Aries will provide us in the years to come with an opportunity to call into question the necessity of this hero story. Is it something we actually need or desire to feel happy? Must we always assert ourselves, manifest, self-actualize, or individuate in order to feel happy? Or do these activities sometimes only serve to agitate us further? What does strength look like when we imagine the highest happiness to be found in loving and serving something higher than ourselves, or even just other than ourselves? This is a question Chiron and Aries will dare to ask us. Prayer. May we love you from the low places, the quiet and the insignificant, with all of our strength.